I wanted to make this video just based on a conversation that I heard. I was at a skate park and I heard a couple kids talking about how much they hate Vans, and now Vans is like this corporate evil sellout company, and it's owned by the people who own North Face. And those guys all know nothing about skating and gleebity globbity glue. And I thought it was kind of interesting to think that they have this perspective that like all the other skate shoe companies have any sort of real core affiliation. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about skate shoe companies that were actually owned by skaters, because there's barely any of them. But yeah, I'm gonna skate Vans. I'm gonna talk about Vans, talk about what I like, what I don't like, how whack the company is, how cool the company is. Just gotta be honest, say what I know. 'Cause I know some stuff.
Like usual, some light laps. Frontboard shove? I don't know, I don't really do frontboard shoves, but I feel like it would feel cool up something. I don't like the way that trick feels. It's like weird to control. Maybe if I land it, I'll switch frontboard down the rail, because I also don't like the way that trick feels. Like switch olling into a rail, then slant it down. For some reason that trick's always in my head. I don't know where my board needs to be. Like, do I need to be closer to my back truck or my front, or?
Under your feet, dude.
I'm trying it wrong.
There he is.
I feel like this is one of those tricks that you like learn when you're really little, but you never actually figure it out. You're just kind of like hoping you land on it. I'm still like in that mindset.
Oh.
This trick fucking sucks. I feel like if I'm here, it'll clear easier, but I also feel like it'll make the board want to flip like it's been flipping.
I think that one's like a speed thing.
Should we just go fast?
Yeah. There we go. There's
that's scary.
There's the speed. Told ya.
I'm so annoyed I didn't try it. Technically still line. I'm still line.
Right, you didn't pop your board. Still line.
Fall. Why is this so scary?
Roasted it.
That'd be something worth talking about, though, the fact that they even have a skate park. They have multiple skate parks, but they took a lot of them out. They used to have skate parks all across the country. In fact, when I grew up skating, there was a skate park in Potomac Mills, Virginia, that on very special occasions, like my birthday and stuff, my mom would take me up there. Or in the one instance where we were in such a conversation, we got distracted and accidentally drove too far to Virginia and was close enough to the skate park that she just took me there anyways, which was pretty cool. But it was expensive. It was like $14 a session, which I think was 2 hours. And even still, I think they just didn't make enough money to keep the doors open, so they all closed. The last one that I remember being open was the one here in California, the Orange County one, which ended up closing down because of a tragic accident that I don't feel comfortable just talking about the details, but and they shut the park down, which sucks because that was like the only indoor park. So Vans has had a couple rough years, starting pretty much with that and having a little bit of drama in the skateboard community. So there was that, and then there was also like during the pandemic, they had like mandatory shots there at the warehouse, I guess, or not the warehouse, but in corporate, and a bunch of people quit. They're gonna make something mandatory. It'd be cool if it would have been Switch 360 flips, because then Johnny Layton would still be there. But yeah, a bunch of people left. I don't know what your take on those politics are. It's not something that I feel like talking about. There's just so many variants, no pun intended, of opinions and reasons why people would have those opinions. Anyways, it was really dramatic. People were really upset and were like, boycott Vans.
All right, trying to 360 flip down something, because that's a trick I don't really do down stuff. I've been trying to get them more in the air, instead of like this really aggressive scoop thing that I've been doing forever. Like I want them to go up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's how you do it down stuff. I'd always like just kind of scoop and pray. What's funny is like I 360 flipped a 10 stair, and I probably caught it like 4 stairs down. Like I just like flung it out and it just flipped super slow. I'm just now figuring out at fucking 35 years old how to pop it up in the air. I'll be 36 in like 2 months. So we'll try tray flip down the 2, and then I'll just keep going and hit that ledge.
Cool.
Oh, I gotta kick flip first. I was gonna try tray flip right away, but I'm like, that's a bad idea. I don't like it like that.
I like it like that. Dan's working that back.
A little better.
Nice. Ooh. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Here's the trick I can't do.
Oh, he nailed it.
Did I?
Did I?
I'm pretty sure I just like backside flip the hip that's not here. Maybe, okay, here's something I should do. I should 360 flip the 2, then 360 flip this 3, and then 360 flip the long 3 at the end, like all in a row. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bail the one down the second 3, but maybe not. Yeah, so maybe it's tray flip day, and then when I have a quick setup, not push like a maniac day, because that push was horrendous. That's why I didn't want to commit. I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, this is awful.
Ooh. You're crazy. Oh.
Hopefully the more times that I don't do this, the tray flips start looking a little bit better. I'm hoping, because so far, not a big fan. No way. It's funny on how much the 360 flip is a different trick when you're going a little faster.
Yeah.
Like the scoop is completely different. That's really what I'm trying to get used to, like 360 flips going fast. Because it's like, when I would do it downstairs back in the day, I would literally just like go the exact speed to barely clear it and just flung them. And right now I'm trying to like catch it with momentum going forward, and it's a whole other trick. As I'm like going at it, I just picture that one guy just saying to me like, "You're not that guy, pal. You're not tray flip guy. You're just not that guy." I want to be that guy. I might be a little too old to try to be tray flip guy down stuff, but I feel like I got like a couple year window to still squeeze a little bit in, you know? Oh my god.
Yes. Oh!
They were all really bad though. Like every tray flip was kind of bad.
That was really fun to watch.
It was actually fun to do. Okay, so we were just watching the footage and I caught all of my 360 flips with the back foot, which is like not how anyone does that trick. Last try on the tray flips. It's not that big of a deal. I can do out the tricks. I just wanted to get better at them, and it doesn't seem to want to happen.
Look at this empty skate park. Some people would kill for this place.
Oh my god.
Little improv line.
One really cool thing about Vans is they're pretty much the first skate shoe. You could argue that it was like Con's Chuck Taylor's, but they weren't built for skating. They just happened to be good for skating. And then there was a pro shoe. It was called like the Randy 720 or something like that, which I thought was pretry funny. I don't think anyone was doing 720s back then. And I don't know what his last name was, Randy. Let's just say Orton, and he came out of nowhere. But Van Dorian Brothers, I guess is what, I don't know. I should probably Google this information. I'm just pulling this out of this helmet right now. Basically, yeah, they wanted to start a shoe company, and it was a skate shoe company, and they started a skate shoe company, and yay, they did it. Fun thing about that 720 shoe though, if you look it up, it looks like it was a really good skate shoe. Like someone could redo that exact design, and yeah, it would totally work. In fact, it looks a lot like skate shoes today. Like a little bit more thinned down, a little bit more sleek. I was a fan. Wow.
Front blunt, front board, back, it's like Wally back Diebel, front 270.
I like.
Like that, but with a Diebel. And then maybe I'll do something over here. This front board is the bane, like it throws you the wrong exact spot, so I'm just gonna keep throwing tries at it until I land right. Dude, the line doesn't want to work. I don't know, I keep slipping in a board slide, I don't care. Moving on.
So yeah, Vans is owned by a corporate company. What skateboard company isn't? I think why Vans gets a little bit more of a corporate rap is because of how massive they are and how kind of PG a lot of their stuff has been. Even though when you watch their full lengths and stuff like that, like when you think of Propeller, I think they did a really good job keeping like the core feeling of skateboarding. I think they totally nailed it. That and Away Days with like the last two full length videos that I still kind of remember what happens in them that were like somewhat recent. All the other newer videos I forget immediately because there's just too much content coming out. And in that front, I honestly have never really had much of a problem with Vans. They like sponsor BMXers. I remember that was like a problem for some people. I wonder if they sponsor surfers. I feel like I see their banners on stuff. Maybe the apparel sponsors people. But as far as the shoes themselves, here's where my opinion gets pretty, a little bit more harsh on Vans. I've never enjoyed skating a pair, and I've definitely skated a few pair, because what's cool about Vans is they're so big that they'll have those price point shoes that you can go get at like JCPenney or something like that, so you can go get a skate shoe for like 40 or 50 bucks. And they always hurt my feet. One thing I will say about Vans is, so I get two issues with skate shoes, and the real reason that I like stick to the same Adidas over and over and over again isn't just because I like Adidas. In all honesty, I'm kind of somewhat over Adidas. I'm looking for a different shoe to skate, but regardless, the heel in the back, if it's too thin, I get gnarly blisters back here, and right here, if it's too tight in the front, especially where these shoelaces sit right here, I'll get a bunch of, I don't even know if I was pointing the camera at the right thing, I get a bunch of blisters on top of the knuckles of my toes. So I've had that problem with Vans, I've had that problem with New Balance, and I had that problem with Osiris, and I had that problem with Duffs. And I think it's not so much because Vans makes a bad shoe, I think I just have a bad foot. I think I have a thick foot. So if you have a thicker foot, definitely try those shoes on when you're in the store before you walk out with them. And if you feel any like friction on the top of your knuckles or on the back of your heel, maybe don't get them. But I did find a pair, I forget which ones they were. Find a pair of Vans that didn't hurt my feet, and I don't remember what they are, I'm sorry. But Kyle Walker's especially, people swear by those shoes. They're like, Kyle Walker, best shoe that Vans ever made. Destroyed my foot. Kyle Walker clearly has a normal dimension foot.